are you doing? So today I want to tackle a question that was asked multiple times during my last questionnaire on Instagram over the weekend about ladies who intimidate men. Strong, independent ladies. I always say you have a special place in my heart because I was that woman. Yeah. And so you feel like you date the wrong kind of men. You date the men you don't want when you wanna kuogopa. But the men you actually want, the masculine man who wants to provide and protect for his woman, that man is not really interested in you, or it doesn't go anywhere. The ones who keep calling you are the ones who are wishy-washy, the Ben-10s, the ones who don't have maybe the money, who can't treat you the way you want to be treated, the ones who are followers. You want a man who will take initiative, who will lead, but then you don't get to date such kind of men. Now, this is a really good question because for me, I was a no-nonsense. Like I usually have poker face, by the way. And then especially if you're always put together. Most of the time you will catch me looking good. Maybe I smell good and I'm well put together. My nails are made and I look good. So you can't just come talk to me. You first have to arrange your sentence in your head. Yeah, I am that kind of a person. So I had to learn to smile. I had to learn to be warm. I had to learn to actually be generally interested in people and to actually listen. And another thing, I had to also learn to understand people have different perspectives, but the perspective doesn't mean your perspective is wrong. People have different beliefs. People have different ways of doing things. The way they do things because they do things a particular way doesn't mean your way of doing things is wrong. You don't have to agree on things, even in a relationship. You just respect their perspective and you keep doing you. Now, 2 reasons. Number 1, it could be the reason you keep dating men who are soft and too feminine for you is because when you realize this is not the man I'm looking for, instead of dropping and moving on to get what you want, you stick around for too long. You remember the number 1 mistake single ladies make? Ladies, I've spoken about it so long here. The number 1 mistake single ladies make is staying in the wrong relationship for too long. You realize this is not the guy I want, and then you let it go, proceed. And then you start telling me, oh, Muthoni, this guy, oh, then why are you still with him 5 months later? If by the second date you had already seen by there, I don't want this guy. Now, when you realize it's not what you're looking for, you're supposed to stop and move on until you get what you want. Yeah, especially you know how I say you have to have your bare minimums and your deal breakers, especially if he's in one of those. He's not a provider, or he's not a leader. He doesn't take initiative. He doesn't even ask you on dates. He wants you to keep, he wants you to chase him and all that. If it's one of your deal breakers, drop and move on. So if you think you are a lioness, you are that strong, you're strong-willed, you're opinionated, you're all those things, then stop dating cats. Wacha kuogopesha paka. Let cats date cats. Date a fellow lion. Yeah. Now to my point number 2. Now dating a lion is where the task will be. A lot of women, when they say I'm intimidating and all that, is because they are mean, they are bitchy, they are harsh, they want to argue with that man. You're coming to a date like you're coming to the boardroom. It's like you're coming to win a tender there. It's like you're there arguing with your colleagues. Calm down. That's a date. Yeah. So high value men, masculine men who want to provide, protect, and lead their women, have high self-esteem. And such a man will not stay in an environment where his manliness is being challenged, where he's with a fellow man, where it's just about arguing, where he has to tiptoe around that woman because she's feisty. So you also have to observe your behavior. If you think you're intimidating, like for me, I knew I had it. And there's another pleasure that strong independent women, that intimidating thing that you derive from kujua mtu anakuogopa. There's a pleasure button somewhere. Please don't tell me there's no, because I know what I know what I'm talking about. So if you want a high value man, if you want a masculine man, then you also have to be very feminine. And those things of you're right, it's either your way or the highway. There is no 2 ways about it. You want to argue, you want to be mean, you want to hang up the phone on them, a high value man with high self-esteem will not date a woman who's treating him badly, who's pulling him down. So you really need to observe your behavior. And if you might not be you're that harsh, or maybe you're not mean and you're not bitchy, but you have the look and you have those eyes, Learn to smile when you walk into a room and say hi to the people. When you are a single woman, nisikie, let me not hear. You are one of my followers and you're single and you're searching. You've worked on yourself and you're already here in the dating field. Let me not hear that you went somewhere in the gym or somewhere where there were good looking men or something and you didn't say hi. You just enter, you just walked past and you just think I'm the price and all that. It's okay, you can be the price, but say hi to people. You don't even have to hug them or say hi to them. You don't have to greet them with your hand. You can just, hey, hi everybody. Let's sit down pretty, smile a bit, talk to the person sitting next to you. You really need to learn to be warm. Yeah, because as much as, you know, some people say, you know, I look so mean on the outside, but inside my heart, I'm such a good person. We are not walking around looking at your heart. Your heart is inside there. We are looking at your face. We are looking at your demeanor. We are looking at how you're presenting yourself. Yeah, so you really have to learn to be feminine. I think one of these days I'll do a series on femininity. Yeah, I think I will do that. I can come up with a couple of videos on femininity, the way you talk, the way you behave. And another thing, even letting men help you. When you're going somewhere with him, let him open the door. When the wine comes or water comes, tell him, nieke wine. Don't pour that wine. Don't put for yourself. Don't put for yourself what. Even me, let me tell you, when I go on a date night with my husband, mi sijiekeangi wine ama maji. Namwambianga, babe, nieke. Most times, by the 99% of times, when the wine comes or the water, he pours ananiwekeanga. But nikisha kunywa imeisha na nataka ingine, mi siwezi jiekea. I tell him, you really have to learn to be feminine. Let these men play their role. They are good at it. They love it. They want to take care of their women. Hata ukienda date, wacha afungue mlango. Akienda date, mkienda kama ni mlango ya kuvuta hivi, kaa kando, wacha avute. Hata kama ni uli kwa mbele. I think I need to talk about these things. So it could be when you find the wrong man. Let me tell you, you are a woman, you can attract anything. So long as you have a skirt and men know there is honey between your legs, you can attract anything. But then you choose who stays. So don't keep telling me I attract married men. You attract everybody, but you choose those married men because you're probably emotionally unavailable or you want a quick, easy life. Yeah. Now, think about what we've spoken about. If this is an area you really would want help in, come. I will hold your hand. And dating and relationships is one of my dating packages. Don't struggle there alone. And so is here waiting to work on this with you. Yeah. So think about the choice of men you're choosing and also think about your behavior. Yeah. You are a woman. So let that warmth come out. And also, by the way, being strong and independent and wanting to, you're the one who's calling the shots, is so much work, by the way. Why would we pride ourselves in doing so much in exhaustion? Well, you can relax and let him do what is naturally made to do. Men love taking care of their women. So think about it. If you want more clarification, you will let me know. Anyway, and our self-love bootcamp is starting again. Our self-love bootcamp for 2024 is starting this February. I will put a poster here so you can make your reservations. It's a self-paced 5 days virtual bootcamp, which includes of 2 live sessions and a lot of videos and a lot of materials. Yeah, it's a forum, you guys, for us, so we can learn to love ourselves. It's a forum that I've created for you guys to learn to love ourselves, to romanticize our lives, what it is to accept yourself, and a lot more. Anyway, bye.